Hey fans, welcome inside the locker room here at Robbie Stadium. Scott Warris joined by head football coach Ben Murphy. And coach, your team comes off a bye week. You get ready for conference play against the Lakeland Muskies Saturday afternoon up in Sheboygan. But first, just take me back from a team perspective. How did you schedule the last couple of weeks with the bye week? What kind of off days did you give the guys, if any?
Yeah, we went with our traditional schedule. We practiced on Monday was film and weights. Tuesday and Thursday were traditional practices. So we get 3 days of work in. We give them Wednesday and Friday off to kind of recover the body, and they've been going at it since the start of camp. So everyone needs a little break. So that was it was a good rejuvenation week for the team.
What about you, coach? Do you get away? Do you totally tune out, or are you out recruiting and breaking out film, stuff like that?
We're working, kind of prepping for the next game. I told Scott I took my kids apple picking with my wife on Saturday morning, so that was fun down in McGonigal.
Well, let's turn our attention now to conference play, which opens up on Saturday up in Sheboygan against Lakeland. And before we talk about the matchup with the Muskies, your thoughts in the big picture as to where your team is right now, knowing these games really matter in the NACC in the big picture. Just your initial thoughts through 3 games.
You know, we've had some ups and downs through the 3 games. We've lost some close ones. Didn't play well in the second half against Hope, and that was we didn't want that. Obviously, the whole team was disappointed after that game. But our message has been, let's focus on ourselves. Let's focus on the things that we haven't done well. Let's emphasize those things. Let's start to try to create those into strengths, and then we'll prepare and play our next opponent. But our priority is us.
Maybe in the loss to Hope is the opportunity to see some of the younger guys. We saw a freshman quarterback in Anthony Rodriguez come in and kind of provide a little bit of a spark, but he wasn't the only young guy you saw in Holland that Saturday. What did you think of some of the youngsters who got some extra playing time late in that one?
You know, they battled. We were happy with some of the guys that got in there and got to see what they could do, not just in a JV game. And a couple of those guys learned a little bit more playing time, we think, moving forward. So it's kind of fun. You've got to build trust as a freshman or sophomore, and that's what live game experience starts to do.
So now we talk Lakeland Muskies, and I'm curious because it'll be the first of 2 games that won't be on turf. You practice on turf, you play every game except this one in Rockford on turf. How has that, if at all, changed the way you guys prepare?
We get a little grass work in during the week, but another football game, just another field, strap it up and play.
The Muskies, for the 4th time now this year, for the 3rd time in 4 games, you're going to see a senior quarterback. And the Muskies have Dylan Van Stratton, who presents some issues for you guys, and as any probably senior experienced quarterback would.
He does. We've had a run of them. We've played some good quarterbacks every week this year, and Dylan has the ability to throw it and run it, and you got to keep track of them. You can't let them beat you. And they have some other weapons that obviously they want to get the ball to as well, and we got to try to control and limit those guys' touches.
When you see what Lakeland did in an impressive come-from-behind victory at Alma a couple weeks ago, 21-20, what struck you about what you saw in their performance on tape that you really tried to emphasize with your guys as they head into the matchup?
You know, they took advantage of some matchups and some situations that led to some bigger plays that defense, you just can't give those up, and Lakeland will feed off of those, and we got to do a nice job of controlling those situations, and that's what we've done in the past. We've been okay at that this year, and we got to get better at it, and that's what a big priority this bye week and this week of practice is all been about.
Turn our attention now to offense. What are some of the things that you're asking of your offense when it comes to the matchup with the Muskies? And I know the running game has to be at or near the top to establish that early, like it is most Saturdays.
Yeah, we want, our whole goal this last 10 days was to get more efficient, better execution, do things quicker, do things the way we want to get them done, get the ball into our best players' hands as much as we can. And that's been our goal. And the offense feels like they've been having some good practices and are building up, and want to get back to seeing some of the things we saw in those first couple weeks that were pretty exciting. And we had one road bump last week, but we'll keep moving it forward.
Saturday afternoon, the Warriors open up NACC play at Lakeland against the Muskies. 1 p.m. kickoff. The broadcast here on WLC Sports starts at 12:30. Coach, best of skill. We know you're getting healthy as well, and we'll see you up at Lakeland.
Great. Have a good one.